Now let's cross down to Canberra now. New quad bikes sold in Australia are going to need to comply with tough new safety standards within 2 years in a bid to save the lives of farmers and their families. Let's cross live now to ELIZA Edwards in Canberra. ELIZA, the government's accepted recommendations from the ACCC. There we go. ELIZA, the ACCC has recommended these new guidelines. This is after many deaths on farms over recent years.
That's right, Chris. 16 people every year are killed in quad bike accidents, including the latest one over the weekend, which claimed the life of a 3-year-old boy. There's been a sustained campaign from doctors and the agriculture lobby for better regulation, and the government has today accepted some key recommendations from the ACCC. So manufacturers will be forced to warn people about the risks of these bikes rolling over, and within 2 years, all new bikes sold in Australia will need to be fitted with a roll bar, which is designed to stop people from being crushed if their bike does overturn. But there are concerns that the government is taking too long to act.
The reason for 2 years is that in order for manufacturers to integrate roll bars into the design of their particular quad bikes, that necessarily requires a lot of engineering work from their perspective to ensure that that roll bar requirement is integrated into the design of their quad bikes. And as you would appreciate, and I'm sure your viewers would appreciate, Tom, that is unable to be done overnight.
The National Farmers Federation and the ACCC are welcoming these changes, saying ultimately they will save lives.
The tragic deaths and injuries that occur from these seductively simple-to-ride vehicles frequently cause severe trauma and distress in regional communities and amongst families. And we believe the measures that have been announced by the Minister today will go a long way towards reducing these fatalities and injuries and making these vehicles much safer.
But some manufacturers like Yamaha and Honda have threatened to pull out of the Australian market if these laws are introduced. The government has weighed up their concerns and says that ultimately, at the end of the day, safety trumps all. Chris?